You know that feeling of standing in front of your closet, staring at a sea of clothes and thinking, I've got absolutely nothing to wear? Yeah, we've all been there. But you know, this isn't because you don't have enough clothes, it's because you're not spending smartly. Stick with me, because today, we're going to fix that once and for all. My goal with this video is simple: to show you how spending smarter can actually fix this feeling. No more buying things just because they're on sale. No more regretting impulse purchases. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid plan to build a wardrobe that works for you, one that you're excited to wear every day. Alright, first things first. Let's talk about why we feel like we have nothing to wear. Here's the truth. It's not about the number of clothes you own. It's about what you own. See, most of us fall into the trap of buying what's trending or what's on sale, without considering how it fits into our personal style. We buy things because they're cheap, or because we see someone else looking great in it. But then we get it home, and it just doesn't work. Sounds familiar? That's because a lot of the time we're not buying for ourselves. We're buying for the moment. The sale, the trend, the instant gratification. And yeah, that might feel good in the short term, but what about the long term? It leaves us standing in front of a closet full of clothes we don't actually want to wear. So how do we fix that? Well, here's the key to spending smarter. Stop chasing trends and start building a wardrobe that reflects you. That means focusing on timeless, versatile pieces that you'll love wearing again and again. Think about it this way. Every time you buy something, you should ask yourself, will I still want to wear this in a year? If the answer's no, put it back on the rack. Okay, now let's dive into strategy. Spending smarter doesn't mean you never buy anything fun or trendy. It just means you're thoughtful about it. Here's a quick tip. Before you buy anything new, start by making a list. That's right, a list. Just like you wouldn't go grocery shopping without a list, at least not if you're trying to avoid wasting money, you shouldn't shop for clothes without a clear idea of what you need. What's on your list? Essentials. Pieces that will fill the gaps in your wardrobe and work with what you already own. Things that will give you more outfit options without overwhelming your closet. The next time you're tempted by a sale or an impulse purchase, take a breath. Ask yourself, does this fit into my wardrobe? Will I wear this with at least 3 other things I already own? If the answer is no, guess what? You're not really solving your nothing to wear problem. You're just adding to it. Now, let's talk about the difference between affording an item and affording to buy it. This is a big one. Just because you have enough money in your account to buy something doesn't mean you can afford it. You might buy it, perhaps at the cost of something else, but instead it's a financial sacrifice you didn't need to make. Or maybe it's just another piece that's going to sit in your closet unworn. Alright, let's get back to the idea of affording versus affording to buy. This is a mindset shift that a lot of people overlook. When you think about purchasing something, it's important to ask yourself, can I buy this without sacrificing anything important? Whether that's my savings, rent, or even future purchases? A smarter approach is to prioritize what adds long-term value to your wardrobe instead of what's affordable at that moment. Here's an example. You see a trendy jacket on sale for 50% off. It's tempting, right? You think, I can afford this, so why not? But pause for a second. How many outfits will that jacket actually work with? How often will you reach for it once the trend fades? That's where you need to focus on affording to buy. Because if it's not something you genuinely need or will wear regularly, then it's not really worth the money. This brings me to one of the most important points. Delayed gratification. I know, we live in a world of instant gratification, but when it comes to building a wardrobe that actually works for you, patience is key. Remember, your wardrobe should be an investment, not just in terms of money, but in how much joy and use you'll get out of each piece over time. When you focus on timeless styles, versatile pieces, and thoughtful purchases, you'll start to see your wardrobe transform into something that truly reflects you. Speaking of timeless styles, this is where a lot of people go wrong. Fast fashion has conditioned us to constantly want new. But the truth is, the most stylish people aren't the ones chasing every trend. They're the ones who have a few high-quality, well-chosen pieces that they can wear in different ways. It's about creating a uniform that works for you, Whether that's a classic blazer that can be dressed up or down, or a well-fitting pair of jeans that you know you'll always feel confident in, these are the pieces that should take up most of your closet. Let's break this down with some actionable advice. If you're standing in front of your closet right now wondering where to even start, here's what I want you to do. Take everything out and create 2 piles. In one pile, put the items you absolutely love, things you wear regularly and that make you feel good. In the other pile, put everything that is just okay. Maybe it's trendy, maybe it was on sale, but it doesn't really excite you. These are the pieces that are contributing to that nothing to wear feeling. Once you've done that, look at your love pile. What do these pieces have in common? Is it the fit, the color, the style? Take note, because these are the clues to help you guide through future purchases. And for the okay pile, ask yourself why you bought these pieces in the first place. Was it because they were trendy or on sale? Did you buy them because you felt like you had to? Use this reflection to avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Now that you've taken stock of what you have, it's time to focus on building a functional wardrobe. This is where the idea of versatility comes in. You want pieces that can be worn in multiple ways and across different settings, whether it's work, casual outings, or even special events. The more versatile your pieces are, the fewer clothes you actually need. And trust me, that's going to make getting dressed in the morning a whole lot easier. For example, a well-tailored blazer can take you from a business meeting to a dinner date, depending on how you style it. A simple black suit can be dressed up with leather shoes and accessories for a night out, or dressed down with sneakers for a casual day. When you start thinking about your wardrobe in terms of versatility, you'll realize that spending smarter means buying less but buying better. This is a major shift from how most people approach shopping, but it's a game changer. Instead of constantly chasing the next big thing, focus on building a wardrobe full of high-potential items. These are the pieces that can seamlessly transition between settings, last longer, and make you feel great every time you wear them. And here's the kicker. They save you money in the long run because you're not constantly replacing them with the next trendy item that's just going to sit in your closet. But what about trends? Should you never buy anything trendy again? Of course not. Fashion is fun, and it's okay to experiment. The key is to be strategic about it. If you really love a trend and you can see yourself wearing it for more than just one season, then go for it. But if it's something that's going to be out of style in a few months, or if you're just buying it because it's popular, it's probably not worth your money. So, how do you know what's worth the investment? This is where a little self-awareness comes in handy. Before you buy anything, ask yourself these questions. Does this fit my personal style? Will it work with at least 3 other things I already own? And most importantly, will I still want to wear this a year from now? If the answer to any of these is no, it's time to put it back on the shelf. Let's take a minute to talk about impulse buying, because this is where a lot of people get stuck. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a sale or a limited time offer, but more often than not, those impulse purchases are the ones that end up unworn and forgotten in the back of your closet. If you're serious about spending smarter, one of the best things you can do is adopt a 24-hour rule. Before you buy anything, wait 24 hours. If you're still thinking about it the next day and it fits into your wardrobe, then go ahead and buy it. If not, it wasn't meant to be. This simple rule will save you from so many regrettable purchases. And the best part? It gives you time to really think about whether something is worth the investment. Remember, your goal isn't to fill your closet with as many things as possible. It's to fill it with things you actually love and want to wear. Okay, now let's circle back to something we touched on earlier: versatility. This is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. When you're spending smarter, you want to focus on pieces that can be worn in a variety of ways. Think about your lifestyle. Do you need clothes that can transition from work to weekends? Do you travel a lot and need things that are easy to pack and wear in different settings? These are the questions you should be asking yourself before you buy anything new. For example, a classic pair of black trousers can be dressed up with a blouse and elegant shoes for work, or dressed down with a t-shirt and sneakers for a casual look. A good quality leather jacket can be thrown over almost anything, from jeans to chinos, and instantly elevate your outfit. These are the kinds of pieces that are worth investing in because they'll give you the most mileage. And here's a tip. Before you make any big purchases, do a quick wardrobe audit. Look at what you already own and identify any gaps. Do you have enough basics? Do you need more pieces that can be layered or mixed and matched? This will help you make more informed decisions and avoid buying things you don't really need. I know we've covered a lot, but here's the bottom line. Spending smarter isn't about depriving yourself or never buying anything new. It's about being intentional with your purchases and building a wardrobe that works for you. When you spend smarter, you'll end up with fewer clothes, but of better quality. And most importantly, you'll feel like you always have something to wear. So, here's your actionable step for today. Take a good look at your wardrobe, do that audit we talked about, and start planning your next smart purchase. Remember, it's not about buying more, it's about buying smart. And if this video has helped you rethink how you approach fashion and spending, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so more people can get these tips too. And don't forget to share your own wardrobe tips in the comments. I'd love to hear what's working for you. Thanks for watching, and happy shopping!